Michael, thanks. It's now 5:02, and in the news this morning, one man is in the hospital, another behind bars after a hit and run. Police say it happened in Robertsdale at the start of the city's Christmas parade on Saturday evening. Investigators say William Sikora was struck by a vehicle at the intersection of Milwaukee and Hamilton Streets. Police say the alleged driver, Leonard Stark, fled the scene. Investigators say Stark was arrested at a home in Summerdale. He is charged with leaving the scene of an accident with injury. Those who were at the scene when the accident happened say it's troubling that someone could hit someone and then take off.
You know, we walk on these streets every...
Sikora was taken to USA Medical Center for treatment. He remains in serious condition this morning. As for Stark, he is being held in the Baldwin County Jail on no bond. Mobile police need your help tracking down the gunman in a shooting that left one man injured. It happened yesterday afternoon on Arlington Street in the R.V. Taylor neighborhood. That's in Midtown Mobile. Emergency crews found the 23-year-old victim with gunshot wounds to his hip and thigh. No word yet on the victim's name or condition. If you know anything about this shooting, you're asked to please call Mobile Police right away. And still no arrest this morning in connection to a shootout in Mount Vernon that put two children's lives in jeopardy. 6-year-old Trevor Edmonds sat down with Fox 10 News and described the ordeal. He told us that he and another child were riding home from a grocery store when they heard a bullet hit the car. We continue to follow the annexation debate. There's a lot on the line for residents in Creola. This week, voters will decide whether to merge with neighboring Saraland or stand alone and move forward. Pro-annexation supporters gathered yesterday to promote the anticipated benefits of being annexed into the city of Saraland. They say the move would allow children to attend a Saraland school and much more. Others, though, aren't so sure it's the best thing for the town.
It's expanded services for our senior citizens. It's lower property.
Some residents in Saraland are also concerned about the impact the annexation will have on their city. Creola residents will head to the polls tomorrow to vote on the annexation referendum. The polls will be open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Voters in Alabama's 1st congressional district will head to the polls next week to choose their next representative. Republican Bradley Byrne is facing off with Democrat Burton LaFleur. The polls will open next Tuesday. The winner will replace former Representative Joe Bonner, who stepped down in August. We're just getting started here on Fox 10 News. Coming up, another thrilling weekend of college football in the books. We'll preview what's ahead for many teams, including Auburn, Alabama, and Florida State. That's coming up at 5:18. Then in our next half hour, first Alabama, now leaders in Florida, heading overseas on an economic trip. We'll explain what they hope to accomplish at 5:33. And it can be the easiest thing to do this holiday season. We're talking about giving back. In today's Monday Moms at 5:46, we'll show you how you can get the little ones to donate to those in need. These stories plus more news and weather are all straight ahead right here on Fox 10 News. It's now 5:06.
Gas prices may creep high.
Up in about 10 minutes. Sarah.
All right, Michael, thanks. It's now 5:11. A big day for American Airlines, and U.S. Airways and drivers may not catch a break this month at the gas station after all. Jane King explains in this morning's Bloomberg Business Report. Good morning, Jane. 5:16 is our time right now on this Monday morning. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 10 News. I'm Sarah Wall. Thousands of fans continue to honor the memory of actor Paul Walker. Crowds gathered around the crash site yesterday for a memorial and car rally. A makeshift memorial of flowers, candles, pictures, even a Christmas tree has taken over much of the site. High-performance car enthusiasts rev their engines in honor of the Fast and Furious star, including some cars that Walker drove during the films. Walker and his friend Roger Rodas were killed in a fiery crash when their Porsche Carrera GT slammed into a pole back on November 30th. The cause of the accident is still under investigation. The results of the weekend box office are in, and it's another impressive showing for Frozen.
I like fast.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Get your feet down. This is fresh lacquer. Seriously, were you raised in a barn?
Disney's animated adventure was the most popular film with moviegoers, taking in an estimated $31.6 million.
No, I just took a bite.
The Hunger Games sequel, Catching Fire, drops to second place with $27 million. And rounding out the top 5, the Steel Town drama Out of the Furnace, starring Christian Bale and Casey Affleck, debuts in 3rd place with $5.3 million. Thor: The Dark World lands in 4th place with $4.7 million. And Delivery Man, starring Vince Vaughn, is 5th with $3.8 million. The Stars have aligned this season for the Auburn Tigers. The team is now guaranteed a spot in the BCS championship game. Auburn, who is ranked number 2, will take on number 1 Florida State. The two will meet on January 6th at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. The matchup was made Saturday night when the Seminoles and the Tigers won their conference championship games, and when Ohio State lost. The match was made official for the pairings when the marquee games were announced. The Seminoles played in the first 3 BCS title games under former coach Bobby Bowden, winning 1 of those, but they haven't been back since 2000. Auburn, meantime, is 1 for 1 in championship games. They won in 2010 when their quarterback was Heisman winner Cam Newton. Now, again, Auburn will take on Florida State in the BCS National Championship. That game will be played on January the 6th. In other bowl games, Alabama will take on Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans on January 2nd. The last time these two teams played each other was in 2003. With an unexpected victory over Ohio State, Michigan State will also be playing in Pasadena. They will play Stanford in the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day. Also on New Year's Day, Baylor winning its first Big 12 championship in the school's history. They will play UCF in the Fiesta Bowl. And on January 3rd, the Orange Bowl will host Ohio State and Clemson in Miami. It's now 5:24 on this Monday morning. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 10 News. I'm Sarah Wall. Commuters in the Philadelphia area northward to New York City and Boston could be facing a tough commute today. The National Weather Service says the potential for freezing rain could cause problems for folks traveling through the East Coast. This comes after a powerful weekend storm crept across the region, dumping snow, freezing rain, and sleet. The surprisingly strong storm turned fields into winter wonderlands and dumped a foot of snow in some parts, leading to power outages, flight cancellations, and travel accidents. A week after a train derailment left 4 people dead and more than 60 others injured, 2 U.S. senators are taking steps to keep commuters safe. Democrats Charles Schumer of New York and Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut are calling for trains to be outfitted with cameras pointed at engineers and at the tracks. The Railroad Administration says it supports the use of cameras in cabs to further improve safety. It continues to work with the National Transportation Safety Board in the investigation into that crash. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel says he is confident that a deal will be signed that will allow coalition troops to remain in Afghanistan beyond 2014. Secretary Hagel met with the Afghanistan Minister of Defense in Kabul over the weekend. Secretary Hagel says the defense minister is standing behind the security agreement that would allow U.S. troops to remain in Afghanistan beyond the 2014 withdrawal deadline. According to the Obama administration, the deal is the only way to ensure continued security for Afghanistan after that deadline.
We can't protect our forces.
News at 5:30 in high-definition television.
Good morning, and thanks for choosing Fox 10. A Bay man is behind bars this morning, accused of breaking into a Mobile woman's apartment and raping her. Police arrested 23-year-old Matthew Cartwright. He's accused of burglary, rape, and sodomy. Police say it happened in the 1600 block of Knollwood Drive. That's the Knollwood. Mayor Stimson says all eyes are on the $600 million Airbus assembly line that's still being built at Brookley Aeroplex. Keep in mind the Airbus plant in Hamburg has more than 300 suppliers. If you're just joining us, we want to bring you up to speed on some of the other stories making headlines this morning. Mobile police searching for the suspect in a weekend shooting.
You're watching Fox 10 News in high-definition television.
And thanks for joining us here on Fox 10 News on this Monday morning. It's now 5:39. I'm Sarah Wall. Wintry weather continues to impact residents in several states this morning. Areas in the Midwest, the South, and up and down the East Coast have been hit with freezing temperatures, snow, sleet, and freezing rain. The icy conditions caused several crashes on the roadways, including one in Milwaukee that involved about 60 cars and trucks. Residents say so far December's weather has been a mixed bag.
We've had rain, sleet, snow, freezing rain. We'll just take whatever we get. Not much choice in the matter.
Folks are just taking it all in stride and even finding some time to give back. This group of folks from Wisconsin donned swimsuits, Santa hats, and not much else in a bid to raise money for children's charities. It's now now 5:46 on this Monday morning. This is such a special time of year. It really can be magical for our little ones with Santa and gifts, all the family, all that food. And with all of that, this is also a great teaching time for our children about giving back. With all of the joys of the holidays, there's also a lot of need, and the youngest of volunteers can actually make a huge difference. Amanda Gonzalez is with Volunteers of America. VOA works with families and children, many of whom are in need all year long, and now especially during the holidays. VOA is our partner in our special 10 Caring Gifts program, which is designed to get children involved in giving back. And Amanda says learning about helping others is a lifelong skill.
A lot of our families are very blessed, and they're able to provide Christmas gifts to their own children. And so to teach them that there are children out there right here in our neighborhoods and in our community that would not get a Christmas gift and would not be able to unwrap something on Christmas morning is very important, and it teaches them the lesson of giving back to those in need.
Experts say, like just about everything else, our children learn by example, so one of the best ways to teach them about giving back is to do it ourselves. Also, it helps to have a focus, meaning a way to show children that what they're doing is really making an impact. For example, taking food donations to a place where they're making a big holiday meal, or maybe volunteering to help cook and serve the meal. That way our children can see that what they're doing is having a great impact on others. And while there is a lot of need this time of year, it's also a good idea to continue giving back all year long. Really sets the stage with a good example. If you'd like to have some more ideas on ways you and your family can give back this holiday season, just go to our website, fox10tv.com, and look for our 10 Caring Gifts page. We have a whole list of things that you can do to help others. Michael White, it's a great time to give back. And listen to this, Michael, a Foley couple is paying it forward. Mitchell Harrison and his girlfriend, Betty Ann Williams, were shopping for groceries when they found an envelope with money and a note inside. The note said, "God help me earn my weekly wages. Now I want to leave my share to pay back God." The couple didn't know what to think when they read the note, but they knew what to do with the $32 that they found inside.
I decided to give the money away to some friends of ours who